We just got water on the boil for some coffee and oatmeal again. I'll have dried fruits with that. It's turning out to be a fine morning. This is the start of the Hellen Falls portage. This is about halfway through the portage. So the last fall is just over there, but this is an incredible view. It's so high up. Wow, incredible. This is Hellen Falls. That's incredible. This is the top of Center Falls. Here's another view of Center Falls. What an incredible waterfall. This is a view of Frank Falls. This ends our Lady Evelyn River. We're now into Sucker Gut. This is the start of Sucker Gut Lake. We've left the Lady Evelyn River behind us, and we're out into the big water. We're heading to Lady Evelyn Lake today, and we'll find a campsite on there. We are now on Lady Evelyn Lake. It's definitely bigger water, a lot larger waves. So we're gonna make our way to the south end and find a camp down there. So this is going to be camp for night 3 here on Lady Evelyn Lake. The water access and canoe launch is down here. We got the site out of Wolf Bay. So there's the canoe all the way down there. And there's several different tent pads. This one's pretty good. It looks like it's going to rain today, or overnight. So we kind of tucked away out of the wind down there. And we just got a fire going now. Took us 3.5 hours to get to this point from Sucker Gut Lake when we finished Frank Falls. And just in case it does start raining, we got the tarpon bug shelter set up here. And because this is on a busy lake with lots of motorboats and stuff, the fire pits are just littered with garbage and glass and shit, so you really gotta watch where you walk. But they did leave a lot of firewood, so I'll take that. And we got a pretty nice fire going. We're gonna get some unstuffed peppers, I think, tonight. So tonight for supper we got unstuffed peppers, and that's just everything in one pot, rehydrating. Rice, hamburger, peppers, and a bunch of seasonings. Can't remember what they all are. That's coming along nicely. And we got this great view. And being that it's Canada Day, we got some 40 Creek whiskey to go along with that. Happy birthday, Canada. Delicious. So here's the finished product of unstuffed peppers. That looks really good. And you got the Ryan Coke as well. We got this great view. Absolutely beautiful. And the sky's starting to clear up a little bit. So hopefully the weather's improving. The sun's starting to poke out. We haven't seen that for a few hours. What a beautiful sight. Really brightens this whole place up a lot. We're back at camp now. And what an incredible sky. Good morning. It is day 4 here on Lady Evelyn Lake. We're leaving the provincial park and heading into the Wildlands. So far the portages haven't been too bad. The portage from Hellen Falls was a tough one, and same with Center Falls. They were the toughest on the trip. So we'll see what we have in store for us today. This is the portage into Walsh Lake. It's near this small island just to the right. So this is Walsh Lake. The portage into here wasn't too bad. And I believe the next portage is just down there. And that goes into Three Knob. This is the portage into Three Knob Lake. And it's right beside this outlet. Or inlet, not sure what it is. But this lake has all kinds of tadpoles just sunning themselves on the surface. Massive tadpoles. This is Three Knob Lake. It's a nice little lake. This is the portage into Sirdevan, and it was just around that point there. Pretty obvious portage here. So this is the last trail or tree blaze that we can see on this one. And then it just goes out into this, and we have no idea where the trail is from here. We've tried scouting and can't seem to see anything, so we're not even halfway through a 1,200 meter portage. And this little section here is very thick. So we refound the portage. It's very overgrown, but you can see a trail. Well, we're following a trail anyways. And every so often we get a fresh blaze like that. Know we're on the right route. This is Sirdevan Lake. It's a fairly large lake. We're heading that way for the portage, and there's a couple campsites on this lake. The portage into Devon Lake was quite tough. Here's the start of the portage into Bates Lake. There's a little blaze on the tree and kind of a hole into the bush. The water level seems like it's dropped a lot since it was first done, so it was a little harder to find. But it's just after you round that peak. The campsite island's just out there, so not too bad to find. So this is Bates Lake, and we have one more portage and we're done for the day. It will take us to Otley Lake. That portage wasn't too bad, but 100 meters in the center of it was just knee-deep boggy swamp. But there was a bottom to it in most places. This is the start of the portage into Otley Lake. This one actually has a portage marker on it. So this is Otley Lake. This is going to be our camp for the night on this lake. And I believe the site is straight ahead. Well, it's not a huge lake, but it's nice. Nice to be done for the day. So this is going to be camp for night 3 here on Otley Lake. Here's the water access. However, it's easier to pull the canoe just around the corner because it just drops off everywhere on this little peninsula. And I got a fire going, got all our firewood prepped, got lots, and then we brought this little bench down from the bush. Got the tent right here. And there's not really a whole lot of room for much else. So it's a nice little camp. And it's the only camp on this lake. So we got a great view. So tonight for supper, we got beef and barley stew. Just got dried hamburger, rehydrating the barley. We got mushrooms, carrots, peppers, and a few other good things in there. It's coming along nicely. And this is going to be our view. So this is the finished product of beef and barley stew. It's coming out nicely. And this is going to be our view this evening. Beautiful. We're out for a nighttime cruise. And the lake's like glass tonight. Just beautiful. Here's our camp from the water.